Let's stop pretending. No one's coming to save you. No miracle, no lucky break, no perfect timing. If you're stuck, you're staying stuck. Unless you move, because the world won't hand you a rescue plan. And waiting for motivation? That's how dreams die slow. This is your call out. Not a whisper, a punch to the gut. 6 truths you probably don't want to hear, but absolutely need to. 1. No one's coming to rescue. At some point, we all come to terms with this, and unfortunately, some realize it when it's too late. No one is on their way to fix your life for you. People often wait around, thinking something or someone will swoop in and make everything better. They daydream about winning the lottery, finding the perfect partner, or randomly landing an amazing job. They imagine friends suddenly showing up, social circles forming out of nowhere, and loneliness vanishing just like that. But that moment never comes. No one is heading toward your doorstep with a solution. And it's not because people are cruel, it's just not their responsibility. Your life is your own. Sure, sometimes others can lift you up or make a positive difference, but you can't rely on that. The good news? That realization is powerful, because now you know. You don't have to wait anymore. You don't need anyone's approval. You have full control, and the moment to act is now. 2. Be selective with what you see. Your eyes are more than just tools for sight. They're gateways to your mind. What you look at is what your brain starts to value. There's almost no distinction between looking and focusing. The moment you visually engage with something, you're assigning it importance, and companies know that. That's why advertising is designed to be so visually irresistible, because if they have your attention, they have influence, and likely your money. In a world where algorithms have mastered grabbing your gaze, it's critical to monitor what you expose yourself to. We can't afford to wander mindlessly online anymore. That aimless scrolling, it adds up. You'll click something meaningless, get sucked in, and lose an hour without gaining a single useful thing from it. Your attention gets harvested, and you walk away with nothing. But here's the flip side. If you want to focus on something, try simply looking at it. Literally, lock your eyes on it. There's research showing that visual attention guides mental attention. If you're feeling distracted or disorganized, staring at what matters, a goal, a task, a to-do list, can help bring your mind back into alignment. And just as important, stop visually feeding yourself garbage. If it doesn't matter to you, don't look. 3. Change what goes in to change what comes out. You can't expect a different life while living in the same conditions, watching the same content, staying in the same routines, having the same conversations with the same people, and expecting major change. That's not how it works. Your surroundings, habits, and daily inputs shape your thoughts and behavior. And if you're feeding your mind the exact same stuff every day, you're going to keep producing the same results. That's not automatically a bad thing. If you love your life, stability can be comforting. But if you're uninspired, unmotivated, and disconnected from your best self, sameness might be your enemy. When life starts to feel stale or creatively empty, people usually look outside for a fix. A new book, a podcast, a person to spark new energy. But often the real solution is right under your nose. Most people are blind to their own patterns. It's like living in a smelly room so long, you stop noticing the stink. You think you're fine until someone else walks in and recoils. Familiarity numbs awareness. That's how it is with your lifestyle. You might be constantly tired, unwell, or drained, but because that's just how things are, you don't realize the source of the problem. Maybe you're consistently sleep deprived, but don't consider that's the issue, because it's normal to you. But what's normal might also be what's hurting you. So look closely at your regular environment, your routines, your inputs, because the real transformation doesn't come from some magical insight. It comes from reshaping what you feed your body and mind every day. 4. You're not broken. Almost everyone has done something they regret. Everyone has hidden parts of their life, parts they're not proud of. Maybe it's in the past. Maybe it's happening right now. You might feel ashamed of the way you're living. You might desperately want to change. And that desire for growth is great. It often leads people to clean up their diet, develop better habits, shift their mindset, or reinvent their routines. But here's the catch. Many people begin their self-improvement journey believing that they're fundamentally flawed, that they're broken, that they have to become a completely different person. to be worthy of love or success. The problem with that? It doesn't work. If you constantly believe you're weak or worthless, you'll behave like someone who is. Our actions mirror our identity. If you see yourself as broken, your habits will reflect that belief. Self-sabotage, inconsistency, self-loathing. You get stuck in a loop. You feel awful, so you punish yourself with more pressure, hoping to force change through guilt. You make progress, burn out, slip up, and fall even harder because you think failure confirms the worst about you. Here's the truth. Self-improvement should come from a place of worth, not shame. You're already valuable. You've made mistakes. Everyone has. But you don't need to hate yourself to grow. Healthy habits feel good not because they make you worthy, but because they remind you that you already are. 5. Train for the pain before it comes. Do hard things on purpose, daily. Most people know that suffering is coming, yet they spend their lives hoping to dodge it. That's not realistic. What is realistic is developing the mental and emotional muscle to carry the weight when life hits. Going to the gym, running in the rain, fasting, waking up early, having tough conversations. These are examples of voluntary struggle. And the more familiar you are with struggle, the less you'll be destroyed when life gets chaotic. Think of it this way. Anxiety comes when your mind has nowhere to place its instinct to fight. Our ancestors faced predators and threats. If your body never gets to face real challenges, your brain invents fake ones. Endless fear, doom spirals, overthinking. So give your body real battles. Give your mind real weight to lift. The discomfort builds strength, and that strength is what you'll lean on when the world throws pain your way. 6. Stop overthinking. Just get fired up. This one's simple. Stop trying to mentally bypass difficulty. Some things are just hard, and they always will be. We live in a culture obsessed with finding the perfect hack. We think if we just read one more book or listen to one more podcast, we'll finally unlock a mindset where hard things feel easy. But some stuff, chores, taxes, tough workouts, hard conversations, will always suck. No amount of intellectual strategy will make them feel amazing. So stop analyzing, start moving. Hype yourself up if you need to. Put on music, do a countdown, yell into the void, do 10 push-ups, watch Rocky, whatever gets you going, do it. The enemy is delay. The longer you wait, the bigger the task becomes in your mind. It turns into a monster. But once you start, you realize it's just a task, not a dragon. Don't let analysis paralysis kill your momentum. Light the fire, get moving. It's been waiting long enough.